いよいよ登板の日、カブスファンはワクワクしています。現地時間の朝5時、早起きしてカブスファンは動き出しています。現地ファンの声を見ていきたいと思います。
The Cubs have their ace, Mike Imanaga II, on the mound. He's 7-1 on the season with a 1.89 ERA. He's up against former Cub, potentially the headliner in one of the worst trades in Cubs history. An interesting note here for Imanaga. This is going to be the first team that he is going to face for a second time. He has faced every team that he's faced so far in his 13 starts once. The Mets are going to be the first team that's getting another look at him. So we're going to get our first really good chance to see just how truly dominant this guy is, because if a team has seen him once before, how are they going to do a second time around? Now, the Mets did not fare very well against him the first time. I think only Jeff McNeil put together a solid game. I think he went 2 for 3 against Imanaga. The rest of their lineup, for the most part, was hitless. So he pitched really well against the Mets, which he has pitched really well against pretty much every team, with the exception of that one outing against the Brewers and then one okay outing against the Braves. But the rest of the outings have been unbelievable from Imanaga. I think he's firmly the number one in the NL Rookie of the Year race. The only contender that really worries me is Paul Skeens. If he continues what he's doing at the level that he's doing, I guess potentially he could leap Shota. But Shota seems to be number one, and he's also firmly in that Cy Young race. I know there's some Ranger Suarez, Tyler Glasnow, Zach Wheeler, but I think his name is deservedly so right up there with, and I think ahead above those guys if you had to ask me. But you see here at the bottom of your screen, it says Mike Imanaga. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this story. I'm sure you have been developing over the last couple of weeks. We know that Shota, the only time he really leaves his house to go get his Dunkin' coffee, and I guess saying Shota for the pickup or putting in Shota on the app, whatever it is that he's doing, felt like too much work and was too difficult for the Dunkin' employees. So instead, he goes with Mike Imanaga II. And they asked him why the second, and he said, that just looks cool. So the character and the icon of Shota Imanaga continues to grow. But we're going to stick with Mike Imanaga II right now for today's probables. He's going for the Cubs, looking to make it a 3-game winning streak, their first in quite some time, up against a former Cub.
いよいよ今永投手の登板。カブスファンもワクワクしています。メッツとは2度目の対戦。前回の反省からいろいろと策を練ってくるでしょう。哲学者今永投手もきっとそれを見抜いていることでしょう。楽しみです。シカゴも日本も応援しています。このチャンネルでは現地情報を中心としてレポーターのエリカさん、エンゼルス、大谷選手、ダルビッシュ選手など日本人メジャーリーガーについてお送りします。癒しのチャンネルを目指していきます。チャンネル登録、グッドボタン、コメントをお願いします。ご視聴ありがとうございました。